G'day viewers, this is Troy from the Troy's Digital Arts channel. Here's my latest update on my 2-colour TV project. Since my last video I've screwed in the CRT mounts and the neck supports, so they're all now firmly fixed in place and positioned at 90 degrees to each other, the cafe tubes. I've also screwed in the circuit boards as well, so they're now firmly in place. I've super glued the filters over the bezels of the cafe tubes. So I've super glued 2 layers of red and 2 layers of yellow filters over the red CRT, and a blue and a green filter over the other CRT. The blue and the green filter is way more dense than the red and the yellow filter, so hence I needed another lot of layers, but even still that filter's more deeper than that one. So what I've done was I've turned down the cafe tube's brightness and contrast on this one to try and even things out, so I get an even amount of luminance on both cafe tubes. Anyhow, I'm just going to power them up so you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to fire up the red cafe tube, and it'll light up. Yep, so it's lit up and you can see it's red or red orange. Now I'll light up the blue green cafe tube. And you can just see it. I'll see if I can turn up the brightness. Oh yeah. So I can adjust the luminance levels, so brightness and contrast, so I can get an even amount of light coming out of both. So that's working out. I want to be able to light up both cafe tubes at the same time. I'm not sure if I can do it off this power jack. It's got 2.5 amps rating for 12 volts, so that makes about 2.5 times 12 equals 30. So it's got a 30 watt maximum rating. I don't know what the wattage of these TVs are. I didn't have the foresight to take down the power rating of each TV. So it's likely I'm going to be powering it off this bad boy here. Anyway, what's next to talk about? Okay, now for a translucent mirror, I think maybe a normal piece of glass might even do the trick. So I've done a bit of a test in reflecting, and it does reflect nicely. I notice I do see this the other cafe tube reflecting over that cafe tube, so hopefully this will pretty much do the trick. If not, I'm going to have to get some window tint and tint the glass and make it more mirror-like, so it's reflecting a bit more light, but still passing light through from the other CRT at the same time. This is all in the testing stage, so I don't know what I will ultimately do in terms of mirrors, but I'm going to start off with this normal piece of glass and see how I go. Now, I know in my previous videos my plan was to output a red signal from an RGB video signal source, a red signal and a green signal to the 2 TVs, red going to the one with the red orange filter, and green to the blue-green filtered TV. But it's not as simple as that, because the RGB video, from what I've been reading, there's only the syncs. You need a sync as well as the video. I thought each component video would have its sync and you just simply plug it into composite, but it doesn't work like that. So what I need to do is to be able to take the separate video feeds and add the sync to it and input it to the composite input. Well, anyway, send an email to Richard, and as usual, he's kindly given me a great piece of information on what to do. He's made a tricolour TV, Trinscope colour TV, and he's given me the circuitry to process the red, green and blue signals with sync. And so I'll be following off the circuit, but I'll either be, well, he said I can combine the green and the blue as a way of doing it. I'll either do that or simply just use the green only instead of the red and the blue and green. Depends it all depends, but I'll aim to do both the blue and the green channel and mix them together so I can get a blue-green image. And yeah, he's giving me some information on what to do, so I'll follow this schematic and build that circuit. It'll mean then I'll have to sort of like tap the TV circuits somewhere where I can directly feed the signals near to the cathode ray tube, somewhere on the border. I don't know if I can just, with this I can go to the composite video input. I might have to go further in the TV circuits, but I don't have a schematic diagram, which is a bit of a problem. So yeah, I'll have to exchange emails with Richard. He can help me, by the way, he can help me step by step to get this project going, to get the signals through. In the meantime, I can probably just output a still image from two DVD players, which is going to be a pain in the ass, and display a red channel picture and a blue-green channel picture, and see how it comes up on the screen. That'd be the way to test in the meantime. Because in order to build the circuit, I need a special op amp, a Max 4395 op amp, and I've just ordered 4 off eBay, and it'll probably take about a week or two to get to me. Anyhow, that's the latest update on this project. Stay tuned for my next update. Hopefully it'll be in the testing stage by the time I make the next video, which I'll display a still image using the composite method that I stated, and get a 2-color picture. Alright, stay tuned for that. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.